Welcome students. Now in this part, I'll be discussing some of the JEE questions, previous IIT JEE questions which have already come from this chapter of PBlockElements. Here we go. Hi students, so in this part we'll be doing some of the JEE questions so that your confidence with this chapter may boost up very high. So here we start. Hey, this is the first question, guys. The shape of ClO3 negative ion is what? Alright, now this question, in these questions, always try to find out the answer with the help of hybridization. Because you know that if this is my sp hybridization, then what can be my shape? sp2, sp3, sp3d, right? And all. So if you check here, your Cl is in +5 state. It is in +5 state, guys. So obviously this will be a case of sp3 hybridization, but due to the lone pair, okay, which is present here, okay, it will be behaving like a irregular tetrahedral shape, right? And that is known as what? That is known as a pyramidal shape. Okay, that is known as a pyramidal shape or trigonal pyramidal, which we say. Okay, trigonal pyramidal. So its shape will be like this. It will be like this. Cl double bond O, single bond O with a negative here. Okay, that is your ClO3 negative. If you calculate the formal charge, I hope you remember the concept of formal charge here, right? And there will be a lone pair like this. So it is known as your trigonal pyramidal or pyramidal shape. So your B will be the correct answer for this, guys. B will be the correct answer for this. This question has already appeared in JEE 2009. Next, we move on to the next question. The order of basic strength, correct order of the basic strength is what? Again, guys, for a basic strength, as we define the Lewis base, right? So we should have a lone pair associated with it, and that lone pair should be easily given to the another species, any other molecule. So if you check all these four options, okay, your NH3, which have the lone pair, okay, but this is highly repelling lone pair. So that's why this lone pair can be very easily given to any another thing. Okay, if I talk about your PH3, AS3 or say SBH3, then what will happen? That lone pair effect is totally, shared in all that region. So that's why that lone pair will never be very easy to lose. Okay, and that's why the correct answer for this should be your NH3 is more basic than your PH3, then your ASH3, and then your SBH3. This should be the correct order, guys. So D will be the correct answer for this. This question has come in JEE 2011. So the question in the form of basicity, acidity, right? They may all appear. So you should be ready with all your concept, very well developed. Yeah. Next, we move on to the third question. The electron affinity of fluorine is less than of chlorine. See, this question has came JEE 2008. How easy is that question? Fluorine is less than chlorine. Now, if you just imagine this question in your mind, fluorine and chlorine. So one thing is clear to you that the size of fluorine is less than chlorine, right? Because in chlorine we have an extra shell get added up. So just try to think in that way. And the options are: A option is electron affinity increases down to a group. Really? Does it happen for everything? For every group? That's no. The 2p orbital of F is relatively more compact than the 3p orbital. This we can take into account. Third is electron negativity of fluorine is more than that of chlorine. Okay, this also we can account. And fluorine is above chlorine in the same group, 7A. That is not the reason for this, that it is less electron affinity. Electron affinity means what? Electron affinity means how easier I have my electron to get added up. Okay, how easy is that for any atom to accept the electron. Okay. So only the reason which is very well valid here is about the compactability of the 2p. Compactability of 2p. See, fluorine is very, small in size in compared to your chlorine, right? And the 2p orbitals which are even more close to the nucleus, okay, so they are more compact. So if I have to add an electron to it, okay, it will be repelling more than to attracting, as compared to chlorine I am talking about. But in case of chlorine, it won't be that much repelling. So that's why your B will be the correct answer for this, because your compactability of 2p orbitals is more than your 3p. So the 3p orbital will repel less as compared to your 2p one. So that's why the B will be the correct answer. This question has come in JEE 2008. So it is a theoretical question, but you have to think in a way. Okay. Okay, next question. On heating ammonium dichromate, the gas which is evolved is what? This has come in recently, JEE 2012. So for these kind of questions, obviously you should know the preparation, right? All reactions. So I hope if you remember this reaction, which I am going to write here, NH4 whole twice Cr2O. So this is what your ammonium dichromate. If it is heated, okay, if it is heated, it will give me Cr2O3 plus N2 plus 4H2O. I hope you remember this equation, okay. So obviously here my nitrogen gas is getting produced. So the gas which is evolved is your nitrogen gas. So this will always appear from inorganic chemistry subject I am telling you that there is chemical equations, some which are very, very important, you will obviously will see in the exams. So these all should be at your tips, that okay, if I heat this, then what are the products and all. So some amount of reactions you have to remember. Okay. The one who must have remembered this reaction, he got +3 marks in the exam, JEE 2012. Yeah. Next question, last question. The bonds which are present in my N2O5. N2O5 are what? This is in JEE 2010. This question already came. The bonds which are present in N2O5. So I hope you know the structure of N2O5. If you don't know, just look at here. It's like this. And over here, right? N2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, N2O5, right? So here you can see this, which I have drawn it with arrow. This is your coordinate bond or dative bond. Okay, you know the concept of dative bond and coordinate bond now, that only one of this atom, it loses its electron to give to the other. Okay, shares means not give totally. If I will say give, that means my ionic bond. It is actually sharing, but sharing only from one side, not from the different side. Okay, so that is a coordinate or dative bond, and these are all the covalent bonds. So obviously for this the correct option will be covalent and coordinate. So B will be the correct answer for this. Again guys, I am telling you, the ones which whosoever have studied the structure of N2O5 very well and observe it very carefully must have got +3 marks there. So you also have to, you can make some charts or like that to get it more clear. Okay, remember everything. So that's what is our JEE question part. If you have any doubts in this chapter, you can log on to www.askIITians.com. There you can go to our discussion board and you can post your question by choosing your category. You have to select your category and you can post your question here. We experts at Ask IITians will answer to your question or doubts within 24 to 48 hours. So students, with that practice of JEE level questions, I am very much sure that your confidence must have got boosted up from ground level to excited level 1, 2, 3 and infinity. Yeah. Now just let's summarize everything what we have learned. Starting from the introduction part, the first group, that was boron, and then we learned different compounds of it. Then came carbon into the picture. Then came silicates, silicones. Also we learned their different physical and chemical properties. After that, nitrogen family, oxygen family, halogen family, and then at last the inert gases, the noble gases family. So with that, our chapter ends of P block. For further more videos of physics, chemistry, mathematics and biology, log on to www.askIITians.com.